A very pleasant evening to one and all. I hope you all are doing good and safe. Let me welcome you to our YouTube channel, Human Solutions. In our channel, we will be dealing with some technologies like Python programming, Android app development, and web development. We are working relentlessly to provide you best video lectures and materials so that knowledge is shared from us. So please subscribe the channel and stay tuned. So, in our yesterday's session, we have completed the installation process of Python IDE and even the editor named Visual Studio Code, right? If you aren't watched the video yet, no worries. I will be sharing the link of installation of Python IDE also. So, in today's session, we are going to learn the variables. How we are going to create the variables, how we are assigning the values to a variable, and what are the types of assignment of a variable, and how do we write comments in Python, and what is the property like what is the indentation of a Python. Okay. So without wasting much time, let's start our session. Okay. So yeah, so now we will be creating our folder, and then we are going to do how the Visual Studio Code, where we are writing the code, everything I will show you now. See, I am creating folder, new folder, name Python programs. Fine. See, now the folder is empty. When I just right click on this, I am getting like open with code, right? This gives that this folder will be attached to the Visual Studio Code. So I am doing like this, open with code. So see, I got Visual Studio Code and my folder name is Python programs. So I have said you that in yesterday's session, like this is used for new file, this is used for new folder, for refreshing the explorer and everything. So to do a program, at first I will create one file that is named first.py. I already said that py is the extension of the Python which we are using. Okay. So I said about in this session we will be dealing with the variables, right? What is meant by variable means storing the value. For example, in real-time applications or real-time examples, you will be bringing groceries or some items to your home. Where you will be storing all those items, you will store in one container. For example, if you are bringing vegetables, you will be storing it in refrigerator, right? So the values, that is groceries or vegetables, is known as values here. And in which place we are storing, where you are storing all the vegetables or all the groceries, you will be storing in one container. So the container name variable. So see, variable is equal to 10. This 10, the value of 10 is assigned to var. Var is a variable which I am defining. It is not a predefined function or it is not a keyword. Okay. See, what is meant by predefined function or a keyword means the Python already have those words in its library or in its function or in its packages. So those keywords and predefined functions we should not use for assigning the values, etc. Okay. See, what it tells means the value of 10 is stored in the var name. Okay. So here the var is known as var is a variable name. What it does, it acts like a container. Okay, it acts like a container where the values will be stored. Okay. Now 10 means what? Value. Value acts like an item in our home. Okay, we got it. So, what this hash means and why we are writing this line, including with hash, it has some reason. See, while I am executing, I'm in which folder? See, I got the folder name Python program. So I no need to write the folder again. So I'm just printing Python first dot py. I'm not getting anything because I just assigned the value but not yet printed the value. So I'm printing the variable name var. See, I'm getting the value of 10, but I have written even this too, right? But I'm not getting. Why I'm not getting means I kept this as a comment. Comment means that in Python, comment means it just ignore the test. It is used for just determination or description of the particular thing. For example, if your faculty gives one diagram to draw, you will draw definitely the diagram. But to understand in your language, you will be writing some other points or key points in your notebook, right? Why we will write that one? Only for the demonstration or only for the understanding of our diagram, right? So this comment is also the same thing. We will not use this line for our execution. We will not do anything with this. But what it tells means it tells the description of my activity. What I have written, it tells the description. See, this is so hash is represented as a single line comment. Okay, for single line comment we are using hash. If you want multi-line, for example, I want to keep all these things ignored. I want to ignore all the things. What we will do? Triple quotes. Okay. See how I am doing this triple quotes. I am selecting the content and then press shift and quote 3 times. Then you will be printing this one will be giving only 3 times, but it means from starting and ending also. I will be giving the shortcut shift plus quotes 3 times. Okay, did you observe one thing? While I am writing 3 times, it is giving in white color, means it is throwing an error. If you see here, it is giving that end of file while scanning triple quoted string. So I am getting an error that there is nothing like this, but see, only the triple quote should be placed like this. From starting to end only. But I have written 3 times. Where is the closing tag for this? There is no closing tag. So Python throws an error for us. So to remove this, okay. Now it is an error-free program. This is how variables are created. Always the variable name is in the left side and variable value will be in the right side. Right side value will be assigned to the left side value. Okay. Now we will go with multiple assignments. See, I have a value 10. I have, for example, I got marks in maths like 52. But in our class, 5 members got same marks 52 only. What you will do in other programming language? M1, sorry, person 1 is equal to 52, comma person 2 is equal to 52, comma person 3 up to so on person 5. But in Python language, we have a flexibility, right? So what it does means P1, P1 is equal to P2 is equal to P3 is equal to P4 equal to P5 is equal to 52. If you print P1 comma P2 comma P3 comma P4, what will be getting an error? See, I am getting all the values. So the length of the code will be reduced in Python. Am I right? Yes. So now you will be facing some issue like, what is this comma? Why we are using this? Because it separates. This is one value and this is other value. It separates the variables. We can even call it as a separator. Okay. And then sometimes okay, fine. If you have, for example, you have different values P1 comma P2 comma P3. P1 got, person 1 got 52 marks in maths. Person 2 got 30 marks. Person 3 got 50 marks. Now print the values P1 comma P2 comma P3. Sorry. Okay. See, I am getting all the values of the persons, right? So the length of the code directly reduced. What it happens in this is P1 value is 52 value is assigned to the variable P1. 30 value is assigned to the variable P2 and 50 value is assigned to the variable P3. While I am printing the statements, while I am asking to print value of P1, value of P2 and value of P3, it is displaying. Okay. These are known as multiple assignments of variables. Assigning multiple values in a single line, right? So that's the thing. And I want to say something like, while creating a variable name, we should follow some rules. Rules are like, okay, I said no multi-line comment single. So this is called as a single line comment and this is called as a multi-line comment. I'll be showing you. See, rules of creating a variable. To create a variable, we have some rules. What are those? Variable name should start with either alphabets or underscore. See, there is a differentiation of color. Okay. This green line and red line gives that these are the commented lines. I am writing here. If I execute, I will be getting some error because there is nothing a line or something like this in Python. So I will be getting error. See, I got an error that invalid syntax. So we will keep multi-line comment there. Fine. So and then it accepts A to Z. Z and 0 to 9 with underscore. Okay. And then there is no special characters included except the underscore. And then it is case sensitive. Case sensitive nothing but value of a capital letter and a value of a small letter differs based on the ASCII codes. Okay. So if I write like this, I will be getting invalid syntax. So I am keeping this total in comments. What I am going to do? Shift plus quote symbol 3 times. Then you will be getting in comments. Yeah. See, I will be showing that one also. I said that variable name should not start with variable name should start with either alphabets or underscore. I will start the variable name with number. Fine. 1, 2, 3. Mang. See, I am getting an error. Color differentiation I got. Here I am creating a variable, but it is giving in one color. Here I am getting in some other. But no problem. I will print this. Then print 1 2 3 Umang. See what I am getting. It is throwing an invalid syntax. So we should not write a variable name with numbers. Should not start with numbers. That's it. If you want to keep Umang 20 G1, it can end. It can be numbers can be in middle or at the end, but it should not start with the starting letter. That's it. So we'll be printing this. Wait. Sorry, G1, right? Okay. See, I got the value of this. I stored the value of 10 in this and I printed this one. And it accepts only these. If I use, okay, we'll be using some other thing like this. Among 1 2 3 dollar. So I got again in red color. No problem, we'll try to print. I think it gives invalid syntax again. Yeah, see, I got again invalid syntax. So we should not use any special characters except underscore. We will be giving with underscore now. I will get my value. Oh, sorry. I am not having any name called Umang. So I created variable Umang123 underscore, but I am calling the variable Umang underscore. So it is throwing me an error that it is not defined. Okay. So let's, yeah, I got the value. Okay. I think you understood the rules of creating the variables, right? So now I will be dealing with indentation. What is meant by indentation means, nowadays everyone says that please give space or else wear mask everything, as this is the pandemic situation, right? So the same thing applies here. For example, if var double equal to 10, print umang. See, in the if condition, I want to print umang. So that you should give some space. Space means like one tab space. Okay. Then it doesn't throw any error. And see, there is a huge difference between double and double equal to and single equal to. Single equal to means the value which is given in the right side will be stored in the left side. This means assign. It is comparing the values. If you are having the value of variable is 10, right? So it will check. If 10 equal to 10, then you will be printing umang. And in other languages, other programming language, you will be having some braces to explain you the block of the code. Means okay. For example, in C, what you will write? If var double equal to 10, braces open. In these braces, you will be giving this print statement without any indentation. I mean without any space. It says that within the braces which you have written, that will be the block of the code. But now coming to Python, you should give the colon, and then you should give some space to tell the Python that this is my block of code. For example, take your home. I mean, in your home, you are consist of 5 members. You all belong to some community. For example, take Umang. We have 5 members in our community, in our startup. So what we'll be doing? We all are interconnected. So we all are interconnected and we all belong to one block only. If you are belong to the same block, beneath that one, I mean under this condition statement, you should write that one. Else if you write, see, I will be printing even this one umang. Even the value of variable is not equal to 10 also, it will be printed. Okay. So what you will be getting? Umang. Why I am getting first umang? The variable value I am having is 10. So the code is correct. I mean the value of 10 is double equal to the 10. so that Umang is printed. Next Umang is printed because it is in a global. What the thing you will be giving in the print statement, it will be printing. Okay. For example, if you are not giving any indentation and you are just printing the value without any block of code, see it is giving that indentation error. Indentation error means that it is not taking this as a block of code. That is, for example, I am a student representing one college. If I am giving like this, I mean, if college name double equal to some college, I am without giving any space here, I mean, without giving any tab space here, I am just printing I am in your college. It will say that no, you are not in our college. You are not belongs to this area, right? So when you give the tab space only, it will be saying that okay, you are belong to our community. For example, if you take our Wi-Fi or mobile hotspot, it will be up to certain limit, right? So what it will be saying, only if you are in the block of area or block of code, you will be having the you will be having the internet, or else you are not having. You are not having the access to use the internet, right? The same thing here I have a code expression. We'll call this as an expression, and this is known as the block of code or body of that expression. So that's all for today's session, and the material of this session will be given in the description so that you can download and read for the further purposes. Okay then, thank you, stay tuned.